first of all, thanks very much for your contribution this evening.
Welcome, Frank.
Some key themes there that you picked up, and I just want to focus on this idea of business and the Mayor's office and the wider public sector working together, the way Manchester always has, to actually create a culture, a community and environment here that can make the economy great, but the community of Manchester great as well.
It's all about that for me, Frank. I will only achieve the things I want to achieve as Mayor if I know we're working as one. If I'm going to London to argue for the investment we need in our west to east rail across the north, if I've got Greater Manchester business lined up behind me, we'll get heard. I know that if I want to achieve what I want to achieve around young people and improving their technical education, again, we'll get there if business and public sector work as one. So that's the culture I want to build. I want to be a pragmatic, pro-business mayor, carry on the strength that we've always had in Greater Manchester in terms of that partnership, but also drive it on to a new level.
And clearly the last thing you'd have wanted in terms of the start of the job was dealing with that terrible atrocity that the city suffered. But again, great contribution in there in terms of the reaction of not just the fabulous public sector workers, but you were saying the business contribution in that crisis as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've been through our darkest hour in the last 4 weeks, but in the worst of times, you see the best of people. The public services of Greater Manchester have been rightly praised in the last month. But tonight I wanted to come here to pay tribute to our private sector, because businesses stepped forward as well. You know, we had taxi firms, streetcars and others offering free taxi rides. We had hotels opening their doors. The airport helped out one of the families concerned. The supermarkets, the big players were taking food to the hospitals. I could go on. There were so many contributions made by the business community, and you know, there was no difference public-private in that moment. Everyone came forward to support Greater Manchester, and it meant a lot. And it was good for me tonight to be able to thank people for that.
And very much appreciated. Just moving on to the agenda that you spelt out, and it's a big agenda, and there's a big business community, but you focused on digital. Why is that?
Because it's an important sector in this city and city region in its own right. The tech sector, it's quite vibrant, but it's also the enabling sector for the rest of the economy. You know, if we're going to be leaders in advanced manufacturing or in health and care or in low carbon, there'll be a digital element there as well, and it's those partnerships between the digital sector and other upcoming sectors of the economy that we need to establish. So I think you do start with digital, and a 21st century city has got to be a digital city. And it's why I've called a summit here early next month to really, with the business community and the digital community, spell out a vision of where we're going with regard to digital skills, digital infrastructure, so that we position ourselves where we need to be, which is a 21st century city that is highly connected and leading the way when it comes to digital industries.
And you wouldn't expect me to let you go without asking a prediction for our fantastic team.
Don't mention that, Frank.
Club. Shh. And also you can tell me what you think City and United are going to do. You're looking forward to a good Premier League season for the North West.
I think we can all, you and I can agree that we look forward to City and United beating Liverpool, can't we?
Yeah, on a regular basis.
Thank you, yeah, we're all at one on that, and maybe we'll see our prodigal son returning from the
possibly, yeah,
down the M62. Yeah. That's another open question, but yeah, I mean, as well as a digital city, there's no better football city than this actually, and I dare I say it knocks Liverpool into the shade in terms of the size of the two clubs here and the strength of Manchester as a capital of football. And yeah, I think they're both. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? I think both managers here kind of had a tough year, but I reckon they're going to come back a bit stronger next season, and it'll be the Pep Jose battle's got a lot yet to run, I think.
Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. The only man that could have come into that room and got more selfies than Pep and Jose put together. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Great to see you. Cheers.